It is a great satisfaction to greet you again. I hope you and your pet are well. Today we will talk about the following. What causes fever in dogs? If your pet is not feeling well, a natural question that comes to mind is, does my dog have a fever? If he has a high fever, what does it mean? What types of problems can cause fever and what should you do? 1. Fever versus hyperthermia. A dog's normal temperature ranges between 99.5 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. A temperature of 103 or higher indicates an illness with fever or hyperthermia. Fever is defined as an increase in a pet's temperature due to a change in its set point, where the body thinks it should have a higher temperature than normal and increases in response. Hyperthermia is defined as an increase in a pet's temperature due to external heat influences. Fever is usually due to an underlying illness. As a defense mechanism, fever is also commonly known as pyrexia in the medical world. In the case of animals, it is also common to see our pets with high temperatures that are not technically a fever, but rather hyperthermia. In cases of hyperthermia, the pet's elevated temperature is not due to an immune system response, but rather to the inability to cool down properly. This happens in situations such as when the pet is in a hot car, overexerting itself, or spending too much time outdoors in the sun. A pet with a fever will often shiver, while a pet with hyperthermia will often appear panting, distressed, or weak. Their temperatures may be the same, but the underlying causes and treatments may be quite different. 2. What are the symptoms of fever? Due to the change in the internal thermostat, febrile pets often do not appear overheated. Symptoms of fever in dogs may be the following: lethargy/depression, tremor, decreased appetite/decreased water intake, cough, vomiting, decreased urination, temperature above 102.5 when resting quietly. 3. What are some causes of fever in dogs? Although many different things can cause fever, the most common categories are: infection. The different types of infections that most commonly cause fever include bacterial, viral, fungal, tick-borne and some parasitic diseases. Some examples of these diseases include pneumonia, parvovirus, distemper virus, leptospirosis, kidney infections, uterine infections, and Lyme disease. Inflammation. This indicates a large inflammatory response in the body that is not necessarily related to an infection. Different types of autoimmune diseases or inflammations can cause fever when the body increases its immune response. Some examples of this include lupus, hemolytic anemia, and other diseases such as meningitis. Neoplasia. Cancer causes serious inflammation in the body, as well as secondary problems, such as infections, for example. Drug reaction or toxicity. A reaction to a drug, allergy, or toxicity to a known poison can cause fever. Vaccination. Due to the intentional stimulation of the immune system, vaccines usually cause a mild fever 1 to 2 days after administration. This is considered a normal side effect in most cases. 4. How is fever in dogs treated? As in humans, the underlying cause of fever is usually the focus of treatment. If an infection, such as a bacterial or fungal disease, is discovered, antibiotics will likely be started. In cases of viral illnesses, palliative care is initiated, similar to how human flu is treated with rest and fluids. In some cases, antiviral medications may also be used. In other situations, such as cancer, autoimmune diseases, or drug reactions, very specific treatment plans are made for each pet. These are tailored to the exact process of the disease as well as its clinical appearance. Treatment can range from hospitalization with intravenous fluids and medications to outpatient therapy with things like steroids or immunosuppressive medications. In any case, fever is an indicator that medical attention should be sought. You should go to a veterinarian to determine the cause of your pet's fever so that appropriate treatment can begin as soon as possible. Early intervention can be extremely beneficial in preventing dehydration and malnutrition, and helping your pet return to normal as quickly and safely as possible. It is a pleasure to inform you and help you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you should do it now. Take care of yourself and your furry friend. A hug, and until the next video.